Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I am Diane Aquarius and this is Diane's Tarot. So if you haven't already, please support my channel by hitting the like button, subscribe, comment, share, check out membership. I do put the links for membership and for my website down below in the description box. I am booked for August for readings, but if you want a reading in September, you can check that out. There's also a blog there. I've also started putting out a weekly podcast, but that's here on my YouTube channel. So let's get into this. A lot of you have asked me who I think Kamala's VP pick is going to be. So who is she going to pick for vice president? So I have in front of me the six people that she has been looking at, that, you know, she has started with the vetting process and all that. So I will tell you, I will pull cards to be fair. And it's interesting because this is something that's ongoing, right? She hasn't made her decision yet. So we'll see if I'm right or not. But so far, the cards have not been strong for Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. So I did look at Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and his cards were actually pretty favorable. So let's take a look. We'll do the six of them. The first one is for Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Now, this is an evolving situation, so I am obviously reading on the current energies, but let's see. Let's see. Okay, so right now he's feeling a bit restricted, a bit tied up. We're not quite sure why. Once again, I have never even heard of Tim Walz before. So his obstacle has, okay, so that's the thing. When I looked at this, it was over a week ago. This is interesting. It was over a week ago. So now his obstacle, Page of Cups, has to do with relationships. So, I mean, these vetting processes, I've heard, are absolutely brutal. Things do calm down, though. He does get like the Temperance card, so peace and harmony is coming in. Knight of Wands, drastic change. The Chariot, something happens where he moves forward and progresses. So, you know, I think we're sort of, it's almost like when you're doing tarot, like sometimes you can kind of watch things unfold in real time. So yeah, I think he's going through that vetting process, and I think he's feeling like, oh my gosh, this is brutal. I've heard that they're really awful to go through. I was just reading something about that. So, but he did get the Chariot moving forward. All right, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Let's take a pick. And, you know, and you have to understand, for me, for the most part, I know who a couple of these people are. These are cold reads. I don't really have a strong opinion on any of this. I feel confident that the right person will be chosen. Josh Shapiro. So it would be like, because this is the Fool card, for those of you listening and not watching, the Fool card. So this would be like a bit of a leap of faith and taking a risk for Kamala. The obstacle, the Emperor, something to do with his background, his foundation, something to do with his past, his stability, reliability, something to do with that in the past. Now you might say, oh my gosh, no, I love Josh Shapiro. You have to remember, they dig deep, which makes you wonder, how in heaven's name did Vance ever become the VP with 45? Because I mean, this is not like a casual vetting, right? This isn't like, you know, just, you know, show me your diplomas. No, I mean, like, they go back, you know, to like their childhoods, and I mean, it's crazy. Okay, the Hierophant. I'm going to keep going here. The Hierophant, Hanged Man, and then, okay, Nine of Wands. So as I look at this, what this is telling me is They're learning or figuring something out that kind of puts a hold onto everything. And he's feeling kind of battered and beat up when everything is said and done. So that doesn't make me feel real positive about this. So let's look at the Illinois governor. Now, him I actually have not heard of at all, J.B. Pritzker. And let's see what it's like for him. And just know, in my opinion, I think the obstacle for all of these people is going to be tough, right? I mean, everybody has something in their past. Nobody was a perfect human being. I'm not, you're not, neither are these folks. So there is always going to be something. And that's the whole point of the vetting process. So J.B. Pritzker. Okay, Chariot, going forward, moving forward. All right, I like that. Obstacle. Okay, they're digging deep. Okay, they're really analyzing, and so this kind of tells me he might be a real contender here. They're really like analyzing this and thinking this one through. Okay. Moving forward. Okay, the Knight of Action, Knight of Swords. But they're thinking this would be a little bit of a leap of faith. We're going to have to trust in the universe if we go with this guy. Oh, but he's put in the work. He's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. I'm going to keep going. He's somebody that is educated. He learns. He's smart, which would make sense with all the swords. But if I look at the bottom of the deck, there is a tower moment too. But that doesn't mean a tower moment can't be temporary. So I'm checking this off. So far, I feel best about Waltz and Pritzker with this one. All right, let's look at Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. Once again, cold read. Don't know who he is. Wouldn't recognize him if you showed him to me. So, all right, let's look at Andy. Okay. All right, Hierophant. So he's viewed as somebody who is smart, intelligent, someone that can teach and lead people, someone that you can learn from, someone that's educated. His obstacle is going to have to do with a previous relationship with somebody. There's something that they're going to dig up, but that's their job. Please don't take any of this personally. Like if you're like from Kentucky and you're like, no, I love him. Like I said, everybody has a past. It's their job to dig this stuff up. Oh, he's in for a ruthless battle. 5 of Swords. This is going to be quite a fight. They're not so sure. 7 of Cups. This is all up in the air. All up in the air. None of it's real, right? The things inside those cups are, fairies, ghosts, baubles, castles. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. If I go to the bottom of the deck, so Hanged Man means it just gets stalled, like nothing really happens. And then you get a card of also non-movement, right? 4 of Pentacles, there's no movement to this. There's, I want to see, actually there's really no movement with any of his cards. So I would lean towards a no with this because I'm looking for my yes cards. I'm looking for movement forward. Not getting it, guys. All right, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly. Now he is somebody that I have seen, I do like him. But I've always kind of felt like no with him. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if he wants it. That's the thing, but at the same time, I think he's somebody who's very patriotic, who would want to serve our country. Even if he didn't want it, he would say yes to serve our country. Okay. Oh, isn't this crazy? Now, I don't know if you guys have been watching, because when I put my cards back, right, I do like this, like I don't just put them together. He also comes up as the Hierophant, as somebody who is a leader, a teacher, somebody that people follows, that they respect, okay? Okay, the obstacle, there is going to be something in his background about something to do with like the truth, okay? So I don't know, maybe he, cheated on a test in kindergarten, but there's something that will come up that has to do with the truth, right? During the vetting process. Okay, 4 of Wands. I'm taking this in 2 different ways. One, I think he's really happy with his home life, with his wife being in his house. This is also the card of reaching milestones, reaching your goals, being successful. Judgment, they are seriously considering this man, okay? This is about rebirth and like a reinvigoration. So this is a real possibility. But then, see, that's the thing. So 8 of Swords, I think he's sort of like, I don't know. So the cards start off really positive, and then it's like, okay, then it's like constriction, nothing happens, no movement. And then the Knight of Wands, which means something changes. So he goes from being very, very positive to now something changed, okay? So that's why I'm like, I don't think so. And I'll be honest, I'm not seeing Pete Buttigieg in this role, but let's see. Now, I'm putting the Hierophant in the middle in case he comes out again. But, the fact that the Hierophant is coming out so much for these men really speaks to their integrity, their ability to teach and lead and, be pillars of the community and things like that. So, ooh. Okay, well, 5 of Pentacles just jumped out, but we'll set that aside. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles jumped out, and then we have the 5 of Cups. So, I mean, if you talk about yes and no cards, these are hard no cards. I'm going to pull a few more cards. The Justice card, 9 of Swords, King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. I think he's doing something totally different. If we go into his future, I think he's going to continue as the transportation secretary and kind of like fight that good fight, get legislation passed, rules, regulations, things to improve our lives. It does cause him a lot of stress and anxiety, though. I think he has a tough job, right? But I love some of the rules that he's put in with the airlines. I do. He is somebody who is grounded. He's down to earth. This is a man that's reliable, practical. You can rely on him. And you know what? This is him kind of like battling against everybody else, So the 2 that I feel the strongest about is Tim Walz, the Minnesota governor, and the Illinois governor, J.B. Pritzker. Those are the 2 that I think it's going to come down between. I don't know if I want to make a prediction on each one, because originally when I did look at them, I didn't know J.B. Pritzker existed, and I was like, it's going to be Tim Walz. So you know what? To be continued on that one. So let's end with a 3-card pull. This is the Angels and Auras deck from Radley Valentine. I'm just going to take the top 3 cards. Ask Spirit, what do I need to know? And you can always pause the video. 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. Card number 1, Archangel Zadkiel, color purple. Like, this is now your time, right? He's holding like a watch and the earth. Like, now is your time. Destiny, pride, conscious, forgiveness. So like there's something about like this is like the right time, like this is part of your destiny. The things that are happening now are like really important. Be proud of who you are. Make your decisions consciously and practice forgiveness. Forgive yourself. And I always say forgive others even if they don't deserve it, just so you can move forward. I don't know if you guys can hear, but Annie's meowing. She wants to go outside on, her catioed balcony, but it's like 90 degrees. Focus on your health. Wellness, active, radiant nourishment. So this is the time, to take good care of yourself. Practice self-care. Eat good, drink enough water, get enough sleep, nourish your body in all the ways it should be. And then peace. Love that. Like all of his auras are activated. Connected, journey, balanced, clearing. So you know what? You are connected to everyone, to everything, to source. We are all on this journey together. You're experiencing a time of like balance and harmony, peace, and you're clearing away and getting rid of anything that's toxic and not for your highest good. So, all right, everybody, if you didn't already, hit the like button, leave me a comment, check out membership, check out my website, dianaquarius.com, and I will see you all again in a few days. Bye, everybody.